You got it. Now, you are name-wise and
George Butler.
where you from
Um,
initially?
New York, New York. My
Uh-huh.
mother's from the St. Croix Virgin Islands. They migrated up here in the 20s. Lived 114th Street between 7th and 8th Avenue until Abraham Lincoln houses opened in 1947. And I was the only child born in Harlem Hospital. Came right across the street to 134th, 135th, and 5th, 2201 5th Avenue, apartment 5C, in February 19th, 1948. Yeah, went to 197 in 1956. That was John B. Westrum School, located on 135th Street and 5th Avenue. I never knew John B. Westrum was a black man until I was like in college. So, you know, that was deep. Then I went to Frederick Douglass on 139th, 140th Street between Lenox and 7th Avenue. Frederick Douglass Junior High. There was a boxer who went there too, Doug Jones. Yeah, and a lot of greats was in Frederick Douglass. Right off the back, I can't give you any names, but it was a well-known junior high in Harlem. That's about it. I'm located now in Lenox Terrace. I'm a juvenile counselor, and I've also worked with Youth Education Through Sports. We help kids use their athletic ability to further their education. We prepare high school students for the next level.
Did you play in the streets as a kid?
Oh, did I? Yes. I was also the delivery boy, the paper boy, and my customers and my route was Lenox Terrace. And then I branched out in 1962 when the Delano houses opened up on 138th Street between 5th and Lenox Avenue. So I branched out, so to speak. But in Lenox,
you told me a story about the watermelon. That's a pretty good story you had
yes,
about
the watermelon
how
truck.
you survived.
Yes, well, Dad wasn't doing too good. Mom, West Indian, 6 boys and 1 girl. But we never went outside to play. My father said he let us know how much it cost for us to eat. And out of 5 boys, he told everyone to go out and bring $1 in. You put 50 cents to the household, put a quarter in your pocket, and save the other quarter. So on Saturdays, we used to meet the wagon man, the fruit man, horse and buggy. And my job, he hired me just to holler out watermelon. I go up down the block screaming out, watermelon, watermelon.
Go ahead.
And
let
our papers
let me hear it.
watermelons, watermelons, get your nice, juicy, big, fat watermelons. You had to hold the word watermelon for at least 30 seconds. And people would come by, and those who didn't have too much money, Walter, that was the name of the watermelon man. He's still out there selling vegetables today on 135th, 134th Street and Lenox Avenue, on the uptown side of the street, also known as Lenox Terrace Strip. And Walter's still out there selling vegetables. The first one ever gave me a job. He used to pay me 50 cents on Saturdays. And we used to have to meet him early in the morning, because right over 135th Street Bridge was the market into the Bronx. And as he made his route, about 9, 10 o'clock, no later than 10, he came over, and we used to have to meet him. That's after packing bags in the Safeway. He used to come over the 135th Street Bridge, go up 135th Street, and he used to be right there. And it used to be, it's Pam now, but it used to be chock full of nuts. And then the movie house, right before you get there, on Lenox Avenue, 135th Street, on the south side of the street, southeast side. And boy, oh boy, what activities was going on there. Train station there, I mean, it was packed. We seen a lot of people from the south migrate going up to the YMCA. That was between Lenox and 7th Avenue. But back to the watermelon truck, man, we used to scream out people. We had the cart full of watermelons, just watermelons, and them things used to go by 5 o'clock in the summertime, in the wintertime by 5 o'clock. But we used to be out there when it get dark. My brothers and them, because I was the youngest, and I wasn't that old, so I just used to work Saturdays. But after the day's work, he used to give us 50 cents and all the broken, busted up watermelon we could eat. And trust me, that was some good watermelon. Because we had plenty of friends, because our friends couldn't afford watermelons. So we used to take our Cub Scout knife that we used to get it when we was in the Cub Scout, cut them open, back, and then slice it, because there was a lot of us hungry. And due to the fact I was light-skinned with curly hair, there was a little prejudice back then. You know, the lighter Negroes had a little more, they had a better break than the dark-skinned ones with the dry the ash around their mouth. If they drank milk, they was really in trouble. You know, that was more like the Sambo look. I never looked down on them, and I never realized they favored us. I just thought, you know, you put lard in your hair, you know, we had curly hair. They used to say, oh, you must be Indian. They ain't know, they was almost right. I'm West Indian. I don't know what kind of Indian they was talking about, but I knew I was West Indian, so I used to just say, yeah. Then you put grease all over your face and always dress nice. You had the shirt on all week, though, but, you know, back in the day, you washed those shirts with a scrub board, hanging out, let it dry, put that argo starch in it, throw it in some warm water, stir it up, put it on that collar, take that iron, that collar was hard as hell. The shirt you couldn't hardly move. Used to walk like he was in the military. That shirt was so starched up, boy, you don't know. But we used to love going to work. We never came outside to play. We always came outside to hustle and make money, bring some towards the household. My mother only went as far as the 7th grade, where she was the best cook. She was I don't know how she did it. She used to kick our butts, though, but she was one hell of a provider. And my pops, he played a lot of checkers back in the days on 132nd Street, 5th Avenue. All them old timers used to be out there playing checkers. Just a board, some milk crates, and I never knew it. But I always got money from my father when I asked him for some money in front of people. You know, he's always like, here you go. But when I got home, don't you ever ask me for no money in front of nobody. You know what I mean? But I ain't give me but a quarter, and I had to hold that for the rest of the week. But those are the little things. We used to play hopscotch, hot peas and butter. Hot peas and butter is really good. We used to have a belt. And when you hit that belt, and guys you didn't like, they used to like picking on me and my brothers because we was lighter. Plus we was Caribbean. So it was only in my building, there was only 2 Caribbean families. My mother was of St. Croix Virgin Islands. And Miss Figueroa, she was a Puerto Rican. And we was light-skinned, but the Puerto Ricans was dark-skinned. So they used to always confuse us as the Figueroas and call the Figueroas the Butlers. That's my last name, Butler. So I could go on, but I'm going to cut it short.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
All right.